From the Crush Studio in sunny Florida, this is the Disney Crush Podcast. And now your two tempests in a teacup, Dave and Toni-Ann.
On this week's The Disney Crush Podcast, Dave and Veronika went back to Walt Disney World. They did some new things, and Moonlight Magic, episode 428 of the Disney Crush Podcast, is starting right now.
Toni-Ann, are you bundled up? Are you warm?
Rich has a fire going, yeah, but I don't think we can complain because all of our friends up north had snowmageddon this weekend.
Not even, well, yeah, up north, but even down south, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, they are all getting slammed by that cold. And we are recording this, let's see, what's the 26th?
Today's 26th, yeah.
Of January. And we're recording this on a Monday. This coming weekend, Saturday and Sunday, if you are in Orlando, it is a very, very good chance that you might get some snow flurries there.
Wow.
You might want to prepare yourself. They're calling for snow just north of Orlando. Well, from my weather channel here on my phone, it's going to be 26 Saturday, a low of 26 with rain.
Uh-huh.
So that tells me it could snow. And Sunday's going to be 32 and sunny. Saturday's the day. If you're going to be there, take pictures for us, would you? If it snows, that would be so cool.
Oh yeah, if it snows at Walt Disney World, definitely take pictures.
Coming up when we talk about what we did over in Walt Disney World, I have some more weather to tell you all about. Some good weather stuff to talk about.
I did have a little bit of news. So this week they finally announced the actual opening date of the Garden View Tea Room at the Grand Floridian. It's going to be opening on March 19th. And I had, if you'll just bear with me. Oh, there it is. Sorry, that was my Ring camera.
Wow, I thought you just pixie dusted me.
It's opening March 19th. You can make reservations on February 19th. So you can make reservations on February 19th for March 9th, for starting in March. And it's going to be $79 per adult and $49 per child, 3 to 9. The menu is going to be based on Alice in Wonderland, which is a new experience. They've changed the whole tea experience from what it was when I've been in the past before COVID. The treats are going to be Alice in Wonderland themed.
And I bet you're so excited to go back, aren't you? Because you love that.
I did. Yeah. I used to love going to tea. Yeah.
It's good. Well, there you go, Toni-Ann. What's the price like? What is it? How much has it increased? It's
$79 per adult and $49 for children 3 to 9.
From the last time you went?
Actually, I think from what I'm remembering, I think it's less because I don't know. I think when we went, we got the champagne upgrade. So that may be why it was more when I went. But I don't think the $79 includes the champagne. I could be wrong though. I'm not sure. I don't have the menu in front of me. I just have the pricing in front of me. I mean, I went to a tea at the Crescent Solarium at Beach Club. They only did it for one spring. They did it the spring. It was like 2016 or something. And I think we paid over $100 each for that. So I don't.
Cha-ching.
I don't know.
Cha-ching.
Yeah. The one at the Cake Bake Shop is $95 to compare the pricing. So, but we'll see. I'm seeing if the menu's on the website yet. Garden View Lounge reopening. Oh yeah, view menu. Yeah, that doesn't include the champagne. I keep forgetting to share this with you, Dave.
Okay, well, thanks. Share away. Ooh. And that sounds like this could be another missed connection. Oh, yeah.
I've actually had 2 people send this to me. Holly Fitch sent it to me, and then Scott Daves posted it in the group. You were the tall brunette with a near perfect body.
I thought you were going to say butt.
Farted in.
Sorry, go ahead.
You were the tall brunette with a near perfect body that farted in the yellow line last night. I was the tall guy next to you that looked over and asked, was that you? You quickly replied, no, it wasn't me. You almost seemed insulted that I would ask. As your stench grew, you continued to deny your flatulence, but it was evident. I tried to get rid of the stench by waving 2 park maps in your direction. You proceeded to storm off in an angry manner. You are beautiful. And even if you are a liar and fart like a Clydesdale, I'd love to meet up.
Okay. I think someone's just trolling.
I don't know.
That's really good. Whoever did that was good. That was good.
It's in Florida, Misconnections, you farted on Space Mountain. That was what it was.
Wow.
That's the title. You farted on Space Mountain. And it's it looks like it's Craigslist, Florida Misconnections.
Hey, but she's beautiful.
You farted on Space Mountain.
Yeah, even beautiful girls fart. Come on.
Everybody does.
Not me. I don't fart. What are you talking about?
Of course not. Of course not. Yeah. So that's all I got, Dave. I got the tea room and yeah. Oh, and we're gonna get starting February 5th, I think the date that Kevin's birthday, I think it is, Zootopia magnets at Animal Kingdom.
Well,
for annual pass.
Coincidental. Yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
I got some stuff to talk about Zootopia too. I went on Zootopia twice.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll tell you all about that shortly.
Okay. That's all I got. Do you got
That's
any
it?
news or anything, or you want to get into your story?
No, I got no news. I got no Facebook. I got nothing. As much as I want to do it.
Well, that's because you were at Disney this weekend.
I know. I was busy.
So
I was busy with friends.
Yeah, you were busy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to be invited to a Moonlight Magic. And if you've never been to a Moonlight Magic before, it's a free exclusive after-hours event for Disney Vacation Club members and their guests. So I think they can bring, I can't remember now how many they can bring, but they can bring several guests, offering access to select theme parks. Now, we've been to Animal Kingdom several times and to Epcot on previous Moonlight Magics, Walt Disney World and Disneyland resorts after closing. So after closing, they let you in at 4:00, and then the everybody else is supposed to be out by 7-ish. And it lasts usually till like 10 or 11. This one, the Animal Kingdom one, lasted only till 10. And it features include low weight rides, rare character meet and greets, and complimentary snacks and special entertainment.
Right.
So yeah, thank you, Deirdre and Curt and all them. They were there. Curt Stone and Margita and Judy and Ken, Sandy and Pat Collins were there also. It was great seeing them. Some friends of ours. We got there a little early because we got to Orlando. Our room wasn't ready. Now this is right after the Martin Luther King weekend. So it was, I'm sure that the hotel was full. So they were a little behind on the rooms, but which is fine. We just hung out in the parking lot, had a little lunch. I actually posted some pictures on our Friends of the Disney Crush.
I saw Veronika was drinking water.
Yes, it was. It was sparkling water. Yes, it was. Yeah, we had a nice lakefront view. Hunter had a nice time just chilling. We had a little lunch, and before you knew it, it wasn't even an hour wait, and our room was ready. So we were kind of early, and Deirdre and Curt and all them were going to dinner at Boma. That was the plan.
Okay.
They were going to go to Boma and go to dinner, but we decided to go to the park instead. So we headed over to Animal Kingdom. Just kind of walked around the park and enjoyed ourselves. And we went into Zootopia finally. I got to see Zootopia, Toni-Ann.
So did you like it better than Bug's Life?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with everybody. It's been so long, I can barely remember, but it's a Bug's Life.
Okay.
So I can't compare the two.
Okay.
But we did ride it a second time once we all gathered for the Moonlight Magic when we all met up. And here's my take on Zootopia. For one, and I kept it to myself. I think I did say, I don't even know if I said it to Veronika because I was a little embarrassed because I'm getting up in age and I'm hard of hearing in my left ear. The second one, I said, I'm gonna give it a chance the second time. The second time even, the volume is so loud that it almost breaks up. It's hard. Yeah. It's hard to hear. And I wasn't sure if it was just me, but on the way out, Sandy said it was a little loud. And I'm like, oh, good. It's not just me. It was. What did you think?
It was so loud that you had a hard time making out what they were trying to say.
Yeah. Not so much the whole thing, but it seemed like at the very beginning it was really loud. I mean, I don't know if you remember if you experienced that or not.
I don't know that. I don't remember that I noticed that. But.
Yeah. And for me, it was a little discombobulated, only because I haven't seen Zootopia in so many years. Zootopia 1. And Sandy said, well, you need to really see both of them, see 1 and 2, and then it'll kind of make sense. I said, yeah, because it just seemed like it was just all over the place. Like it was just, I was confused what was going on. But it was cool. It was okay. Veronika was not happy with the butt tickler at all. No, didn't like that at all. She's not a fan of that.
But she went back a second time.
She went back a second time. She did. But yeah, she's not a fan of that. But that's my take on it. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. A little loud. They could probably tone it down a little bit. It reminded me of sometimes you're in Disney and they come over the loudspeakers and you can't understand a word they say.
You have no idea what they said. I know.
It kind of reminded me of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the audio was terrible. Yeah, just terrible. Yeah, I felt old, but then Sandy made me feel young again. Oh, weather. I said I was going to tell you guys about the weather. The day we got there, the weather, it was cold. It was getting cold. And we went in the park and just kind of had light clothes on. And it was getting to be about 6:30ish. And I said, I got to get to the car and get some more clothes. So we walked out to the car. And by doing that, we locked ourselves out because our friends weren't there yet. And we needed them to get back in the park for Moonlight Magic, which was not a big deal. We handled it very well. We were parked fairly close. So we just walked to the car. And Veronika says, well, you know what? We're not going to be able to get back in. We got a little time. They won't be here for about an hour. You want to just go to Rainforest and just hang out, get a drink or something? I'm like, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, that'll work. So we went to Rainforest and just kind of chilled at the bar. And we had a really cool bartender, by the way. Yeah. And he was full of energy. And I asked him his name. I said, so what's your name? And he said, I think his name was Giovanni or something. I can't remember. He said, just call me Gio. I said, okay, that sounds good. Gio. Veronika said, I'll take an Irish coffee. And he looked at her and had his head kind of tilted to the side. And he goes, okay, all right. He goes, I'm up for a challenge. And she goes, oh, you've never made one. He goes, no, I got this. I can do this. I got this. I got it. He goes, I'll tell you what, just hang on. So he went and he was gone a long time. I mean, it took him a good 15 minutes maybe before he came back. And it looked beautiful. The whipped cream, the mint on top, the whole thing. And he sat it down. He said, I'm going to be back in a little bit. And then you just let me know how it is. Okay. So Veronika tasted it and said, ooh, this is good. I tasted it. I'm like, man, that's really good. A little while later, he came back and he said, so how was it? We said, that was perfect. That was really good. Now we said, let me ask you a question. Have you ever made one of those before? He goes, that was my first time. He said, now I'm going to be honest with you. I've only been a bartender for 28 days, but I'm always up for a challenge. And my first initial reaction when you asked me for that was to say, no, I can't do that. But I looked at this as a challenge and I'm glad I did.
Good.
So big shout out to Gio, man. Thanks, Gio. That was great. Good energy. He's going to make a good bartender because he had that good energy.
Initiative to go. Yeah.
Yeah. But cool dude. So anyway, we met up with our friends after we got through with our bartender, Gio, at the Rainforest Cafe. And we just hung around. We went to Pandora and we ended up spending, I think, the majority of our time in Pandora. I don't think we went anywhere else in the park. It went so fast. They got there a little later and it closed at 10. The Moonlight Magic closed at 10. But we spent the majority of our time in Pandora.
Well, that's good because you rarely get to see Pandora after dark now.
And they are repainting all the sidewalks with the fluorescent. In fact, they had some of the sidewalks blocked off. You couldn't walk on them. But the part that was done was really cool. Because I guess because of traffic for so long, for all these years, I don't think they've ever done it before. It was getting really dull. And
it wears off, yeah.
And now it's really bright. But anyway, we rode Navi, and the whole group rode Navi together. And then everybody headed over to Satuli Canteen. And Ken, Deirdre, and myself went on Flight of Passage. That was the only 3 that rode Flight of Passage. And in many, many years now, we usually have, fast passes, lightning lanes, or we're with somebody like you or like yourself that we get on quicker or get on through the fast lane. And it was really cool going through the queue. It's been years since I've been through that.
It's been a long time since I've done the queue.
And Deirdre too. And we all were just like little kids, like, oh my gosh, look at this. I can't remember that. And that was kind of a cool experience. I will say that even though it was a Moonlight Magic and it was a special event, the wait times were still pretty high. A lot of the rides were 45 minutes.
I'm wondering if that's because Dino Land is closed. So,
maybe. Yeah. That might have something to do with it.
Being that it was cold, people probably didn't want to do Cali. Was Cali even open? Cali's closed.
We never even got over there. Yeah, I wouldn't think it'd be open, but maybe it was. I don't know. But
you didn't go have your last ride on Dinosaur, did you?
Oh, we went over to Dinosaur before the event started, and the wait was like 60 minutes. And
oh boy!
And we're like, no, we're not going to do it. I'm like, Veronika, it's your last chance, and she's like, no, I can't wait 60 minutes. So. And she knew it. She knew that might be her last chance to ride it. But that was, honestly, that was about it. After we got through those 2 rides.
Did you eat at Satuli?
No, I didn't. I don't know if the group did or not while we were gone on Flight of Passage. Okay. It seemed like Flight of Passage, maybe it's almost, I think it's been probably a year since I've been on Flight of Passage, but it seems like some of the stuff may be different. Like, what's his name? The commentator that talks to you. What's his name? The one with the curly black hair.
The guy that says, fly. The one that my mother says needs a shave.
That guy. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says a lot.
Yeah.
And we're going to get you on the back of a Banshee. And Deirdre was so funny. We're waiting, and she's like, Dave. I went, what? She goes, you'd have fun editing all those ums out, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. I think depending on how long the wait is, his little spiel is different. Like it can be longer. I've gone there sometimes where they don't do sometimes he walks away and goes, I'll be right back. And he walks off. But there are other times when I've been there that he hasn't done that. So I think depending on how long the wait is and what's going on in front of you, like beyond you, they have the option to make his little thing go a little longer. So I think there's alternatives.
He did walk away. I remember that, but it just seemed like the text was his spoken word. The text was different to me. It seemed maybe it's just been so long since I've been there, but the ums were still there. I don't, the ums were still there. Dr. Jackie Ogden. Can I just tell you, not one
No, she's professional. She's a professional.
Not one filler word, not one I was very impressed. Yeah, so that was good.
Yep.
But that was it for Magic. That was it for Animal Kingdom. It was a good night, a cold night. And it just kept getting colder and colder. I mean, cold for Florida. I even had a beanie on. Veronika had gloves on. Yeah. It was a crazy weather weekend because the next day was probably close to 80.
Wow. So
I made jokes on our group that I'm going to take, because I saw the forecast. I said, I'm going to take my jacket and I'm going to take a pair of shorts, bathing suit. So I'm going to take shoes. I'm going to take flip-flops. I'm going to take the whole gambit. And I wore every bit of it because one day was cold and the next day was hot. In fact, right now in Orlando, it's almost 80 degrees in Orlando right now. And tomorrow it's going to be 30 tomorrow night.
Right. So. Right. And that's the thing we tell people all the time. If you're coming to Florida between November and the middle of March, you need to almost pack your whole suitcase because it can be 80 one day and 40 the next day. And there's like no rhyme or reason to it. And when we say 40, people think, oh, I live in Illinois or Michigan or whatever. And 40 is nothing. That's a spring day. In Florida, it's colder. And people don't believe us. They think, oh, it's because you're Floridians and you think it's cold. But it really is.
No, it's a humidity. Yes. Yeah.
It hits differently with the humidity, right?
Yeah, it's a humidity. It's not a dry cold. It's a wet cold. And it just cuts right through you.
Yeah.
40 is almost like a 30. And if it's 30, it's gonna feel like 20.
Right.
And if the wind's blowing, which we got lucky because in Animal Kingdom, the wind was not blowing. So we were lucky. It was cold, but it wasn't an uncomfortable cold because It wasn't the wind. Because most of these cold fronts that come through Florida, that jet stream dips down, and we get a lot of wind with all these cold fronts.
Oh, it's been windy so much the last couple of days.
Yeah, like today is just, it's really bad today. But no, it's not bad. Not bad at all. In fact, I got the slide in. We had to pull our slide in because the wind was so bad.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Dominic had, it was -2, but it feels like -22 the other day. And, this is a Florida kid. He was born and raised in Florida. And he was like, Mom, I'm not built for this weather.
No, he's not. He's a Floridian. Come on, man. That's brutal. Our friend Andy Hoffman texted me the other day. He said, currently it's -16 with a -43 wind chill. And I had to be a smart aleck. And I sent him a picture of our weather report, which had 77 one day, 79 and 82. He just went, you want to trade?
Yep.
And I said, well, you need to move here. And he said, I definitely do. He's going to be down here in February for some stuff for work. So maybe we'll get over there to see him.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I can't complain. It wasn't -43 feel like temperature.
No.
Stay warm, Andy. Stay warm. Cook a good steak and get by the fire. Hey, guess what? We got to finally go to, well, it's just recently opened, but the Festival of the Arts in Epcot too while we were there. So that was cool.
Nice. I do want to mention while you're talking about the Festival of the Arts, I did see on Facebook this weekend that a woman, she told a story of that she went to one of the art booths and purchased a piece of artwork. And I guess they pack it up, like they pack it up for you, and then you go get it later or something like that, and they gave her the wrong piece. When she got back to her room, luckily she looked and it wasn't her piece of artwork that she bought. And actually it was a much cheaper piece of artwork. So, and it was like, she had regular tickets without park hopping. So she didn't have a day to go back to Epcot. She put an update the next day that she went to the front of Epcot and she explained the story. They made her buy a day pass, but they said, if you're in the park less than 2 hours, come back to us and we will refund the money. And that's what they did. She went in, she got it rectified. She got her painting. She went back to guest services and they refunded her money because she was just going in there to do a switcheroo. So that's good to know. Both of those things are good to know, that you have that. If you talk nicely to the cast member at guest services, you might get that, which is great. But also, if you buy artwork and it's all packed up for you, make sure you look at it and make sure it's actually what you purchased. Because people in the comments were saying that that's happened before, that it happened to them, it happened to me last year, or it happened to me this year even. Yeah, just be mindful. People have said, some people get their artwork shipped home, and when it goes home, it's not the piece they bought.
Wow, that's not good.
Just check your artwork, people.
Check your artwork, yeah, because some of that stuff's expensive. I mean, into the thousands. Yeah. Some really cool artwork though. Some of that stuff is just so amazing. We got to see quite a bit of it when we were there.
Good. Did you see the chalk art?
Yeah. Chalk
on
art.
The ground?
Yeah, of course you got to walk right by it. Yeah. Now the group that we were with, they had lightning lanes and stuff, and Veronika and I didn't. Right. So what we kind of did was we would just walk with them to whatever ride they were on, and then we would go our own way for a while, and then Deirdre or somebody would text us and say, hey, we're over at so-and-so hanging out, and then we'd work our way that way and hang out with them for a while, and then they'd go to their next one, and we'd walk with them, and then we'd go on our way. So it worked out really good. The rides aren't our priority anymore. Now it's just kind of doing other things. So that good. It just worked out fine. And Curt, our friend Curt, he got his margarita. He got his margarita. Mm-hmm. That was his thing. He's got to get his 11 o'clock margarita.
He's got to get his frozen lime margarita.
Yeah, and one of our goals now is our source of protein is popcorn over in Canada, the maple popcorn.
That's protein. I didn't know that was protein.
Yeah, it's carnivore pop. It's carnivore. Yeah, it's
carnivore.
Yeah.
Carnivore popcorn.
It's carnivore protein. Yeah, it's yeah. That's what we call it. That's what we call it. And funny thing is that Veronika went up, got her bucket filled, and she said, "You know what? While I'm here, can I get another one?" And they said, "No, we can't do that. It's just one per person." And then the cast member said, "Hang on a second." She walked in the back of the little kiosk, came back with one of those big bags, and said, "Just get back in line." And so Veronika did. Good. She got back in line and got another bucket. And then I went and stood in line, and we got another bucket.
Oh my God!
And then we got in line and got another bucket. So we actually came home with 4 buckets.
What are you going to do with all that popcorn?
Well, I don't know, because we still have a lot of it left. We probably ate a bucket apiece before we left the park. I mean, it was just,
oh my God.
Okay, that's it. I'm not going to have any more. And then we walked 2 steps and I'd be grabbing some more. Okay, that's it. I'm not having any more. And then when we met up with the group over in Mexico, we shared it. So they got to have some too. But yeah, we walked out there with a stash of maple popcorn. Well, it's not like the other maple popcorn where it's got a little bit of maple on some and some doesn't have it. But when we got there, the first round we got there, it was at the very end. The kernels and the bottom of the barrel, and I'm like, Veronika, no, let's just wait. So we actually waited until they popped another round, and it was so hot that we could barely even eat it, but we wanted it so bad it was burning our mouth. And then you get those ones that they clump up all together because they're so hot. There's like a big ball of them. Yeah. And it's like, oh. Yeah. So we were teasing each other like, oh, look what I got. And I had one and it actually fell out of my hand. Oh my gosh. I was like, I was like I dropped a whole ice cream cone.
It was like a kid with an ice cream cone.
It's like I dropped a whole ice cream cone. I was like, I just stared at it. I'm like, oh my gosh. I wanted to pick it up and eat it. That whole 5-second rule, but I didn't. Veronika said, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm like, okay. She said, you got 4 bucketfuls right here. Anyway, that was our bucket story.
That's crazy. Speaking
of food, Toni-Ann. So I'll post pictures of our stash, our popcorn stash, on the Friends of the Disney Crush, so everybody can see our popcorn stash.
I don't know if it's Tori or Jen Wynn who likes to get a little bit of butter popcorn and a little bit of the maple and mix it.
Okay. I could see that. I'm down for that.
A little sweet and salty.
Yeah. So speaking of food, Toni-Ann, the connections came through again. Oh. Some of our group got they have a barbecue chicken pizza.
Oh, is that just for the festival?
It's just for the festival. It's smoked chicken, barbecue sauce with a cheese blend, peppers, which some people thought were jalapenos, but they're peppers, and red onions. And it was a win. I had a piece of Deirdre's, and it was a very thin crust, and it had the smoky flavor to it, and that barbecue sauce had a little sweetness to it. Yeah, it was really good. So if you go and that's kind of your thing, get the pizza there. You won't regret it. And they're 2 big slices, and I think it's like $12.99, I think, for the 2 pieces. You can't go wrong. I mean, it was great. Great piece of pizza, man. Connections never disappoints.
Well, it disappointed me a couple weeks ago when I had a piece of chicken and it was so dry, but that's okay. But Michael liked his pizza.
You had to bring that up, didn't you? Well, next time, get the pizza. You're safe with that pizza. Even the regular pizza they have there on a normal basis is a good piece of pizza.
Oh yeah.
Can't go wrong. We had some champagne in France. Well, I didn't, but some of the group did, and so we just tagged along with them as they went on their rides and had a good time. And
so Wendy and John were there that day too, right?
Yep, Wendy and John, friends of ours, were there too.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I didn't know they were going to be there, so that was great seeing them too. So that was it. Had a good time, and during our connections lunch that we were having, Veronika was talking to Margita and Deirdre about a YouTube channel she watches. It's called Right Down Main Street.
Oh, I like her. Yeah.
Yeah, we watch her all the time. Veronika loves her. I think her name's Kristen. And so she was telling the girls about this YouTube this YouTuber.
Mhm.
And neither one of them knew who she was. So she was showing them some of the videos and stuff, and they were talking about it for a while. Anyway, so we said our goodbye to Deirdre on the way out. We'd walk with Deirdre, or she stayed back with us, and everybody else left, and we went with Deirdre to say goodbye. And we had a really cool cast member, too, on our way out. I did a video and posted it in our group, too.
I saw that.
And she was, it was so cool. She got the royal treatment on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
I was noticing her doing it. So when Deirdre left, I said, I'm gonna video this. And she did. She gave her a good goodbye. Thanks for coming. And anyway, so we left. We're leaving the park, and we're almost to the exit, leaving Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
And who walks right by us? Kristen. Kristen from right down Main Street.
Uh-huh.
I went, there she is. And Veronika goes, what? I said, there she is. And she turned around. She goes, oh my gosh, right down Main Street. And so she turned around and stopped and talked to us. We took a picture with her. Just a great person. Great personality. Chatted for a good little bit with us. Telling her about how all her videos that she loved so much. And I just tried the chocolate. I wanted to try that chocolate cake that you were talking about. And I mean, what's the chances of that? Just talking about her.
That you were just talking about.
And then on the way out of Epcot, there she walks right by us, and we get to meet her. Never met her before. So that was our trip. That's it. That's all I got, man. That's it.
All right.
Good, quick trip. We had a couple of days there. We'll be back in February.
Yeah,
And
Kevin's coming.
Got a lot of people coming. Yep. Kevin Curtis Allen from the Isle of Wight.
Mm-hmm.
And Deborah. I think there's going to be it's almost like a meetup.
A lot of people are coming.
It's almost like a big meetup.
A lot of people are coming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fun.
I can't wait.
Any other trip you got planned before then, or that's it?
No, we're going in February.
Yeah.
Rich is supposedly coming.
Okay. Supposedly. Okay.
So
well, I'm sure you can talk him into it.
Well, I mean, I booked the trip. So.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll take the bed if he wants to give up one of the beds. We and Veronika come over there and take one of the beds.
We're in a family suite, so there actually is a bed.
There you go. That's it. Oh, let me talk to Rich. Tell me he doesn't need to go. Nah, Rich, you don't need to go. Nah. No, we'll have the dog. We can't do that because we'll have the dog. I don't think they allow dogs over there. Do they?
I don't think at music they do.
Yeah.
I think at Art of Animation they do. But I don't think at music they do.
Really? Art of Animation?
I'm not sure. Art of Animation they do. Yacht Club they do. Port Orleans they do.
Okay. All right.
Those are your choices.
I think we'll be staying off site. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be my choice. We like 192. Yeah,
Okay.
we got our little, we used to be the end of the Magic Moments little resort, and that was our favorite. And then, things just started happening. And then we started looking. So now we found a new place that takes the dog, and that's been our staple for quite a while now.
Yeah. And it's good because they have a option to check in a little early so that you can bring the dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of times we get a late checkout. But it's, it's a cool little spot. Yeah. They got a lazy river. Cool. We got everything we need. So it works out fine. 192 is not so bad. It gets a bad rap, but it's okay.
All right, Dave.
All right, Toni-Ann.
So maybe we'll be in Disney at the same time next month. I hope so.
Okay, well.
I hope the world doesn't explode when that happens.
I don't think so. I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll be all right.
Okay.
We will see you guys next week. Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here.
Goodbye. That's a wrap. It says that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Then that's it. All right.
The key of truth has spoken.
Put a check on that. Can you do that, Dave? Can you put a check on that one?